If you are new here, I am Lily. I lost 25 pounds so far and I am still on weight loss journey. I would like to talk about how I successfully removed fat. I thought I needed a protein shake. I think a lot of people going through, like me, especially as a beginner, when you start a diet, you don't know what to do. All you wanted to do is follow the influencer that everybody talking about diet product or supplements, and major is protein shake. That's what I was talking about. So that's what I did. Also, I started taking the protein shake because everybody talk about high protein and everybody need a protein, and then my protein intake was low, and well, I tried protein shake. I believe some people need protein shake, especially like my friend. She likes to work out. She works out maybe 5 or almost every day, and those people need recovery. Some people body making, bodybuilder, some people intense workout, definitely they need protein more than me. But me, I'm ordinary, some normal people that just walking around, and then I just a wife and mother. I realized I didn't need it. So when you take a protein, it's depend on your case, but probably it takes like a 70 to 100 or 200, 150 calories. If you think about it, 150 calories, why don't you want to eat something that you like to eat, such as maybe Oreo or some of chips, that couple of chips that I want to eat? Maybe I want to have a bubble tea, pastry, maybe the soup that I wanted to have, or the bagel shop that just opened up at the next street. Just think about it. If you don't need something, you don't have to add it for your diet. Just eat what you like, unless you are crazy eater, that super picky, like I don't want to eat anything, just only chips. Yes, definitely I recommend you to eat vegetable and a balanced meal. And if not, just don't eat protein shake because everybody says so and everybody needs so. I lost 25 pounds I started it with it, but I successfully lost removing fat without protein shake. So eat something else that you want to eat. My point is, don't consume calories that you don't have to. But you need protein. If you want to have a protein, why don't you want to eat the real food instead of protein shake? So that's why I started it, and now my husband cooks really good. He sous vide protein, that lean protein, such as chicken breast. I've never liked it before. I thought so dry, it's not something I love to eat. But this is definitely how you cook. And then when you have a chicken breast that way, my husband cooks, excellent. I love it. And then also he cooks and he sous vide pork loin, also so good. So maybe you have to switch and learn things around how to cook, or buy from Costco that already pre-cooked chicken breast. And super easy. You don't have to overthink about it. Just added it that really nice lean protein for your diet. Just keep in mind, add protein doesn't mean add protein that whatever you think that's protein, such as fried chicken. Yes, fried chicken is great. I'm not saying you should not eat it, but fried chicken has extra fat that you don't need. As also chicken thigh is not really lean protein, it's mostly fat. I don't know the percentile, but it's pretty high fat than lean protein. So you should check. You should add lean protein towards to your meal. Definitely I recommend. But I'm not saying you should not have it. Maybe you can have lean protein more and those fatty meat that you like, or just you should have it when you go out to eat or some treat on weekend. Most people talk about high protein diet these days, and I have tried it. First is a protein shake, and then next is I try to have high intake of lean protein. So I had a chicken breast and pork loin often for my diet. This is high protein diet, great, but you have to listen your body, especially your bowel movement. That happened to me when you have a high protein diet, it's totally up to you and it depends on your body. Maybe it works great for you, but in my case and on my body, I get constipated and I didn't feel good and I felt bloated all the time. So what I didn't know about is when you take a protein, it's great. But when you eat protein, I recommend you to have and add insoluble food, insoluble fiber. So I just gonna read it from Google. This is insoluble fiber is a type of fiber that doesn't dissolve in water or form gels and is more difficult to digest. It helps with the digestion by adding in bulk to stools and make them easier to pass. See, I did not know either. So when I have my I was on, I think almost close to high protein diet because everybody talk about it, and then I thought maybe I needed protein. Yes, I do need it, but I have to fix it for lean protein first, and I didn't know protein powder, my case. And third is bowel movement, you have to make sure. So you have to increase your fiber. I listed out insoluble fiber food. They say nuts, wheat bran, carrots. This is raw. I like to eat in the soup though, so it maybe doesn't work out. Cauliflower, but cauliflower also bloated because so much gassy. Fruits, I love it, but because the fruits has high sugar as well, so make sure you're not eating too much. Potatoes, also great. Beans, brown rice, leafy greens, peas, vegetable, whole grains. Anyway, most important part is added more leafy green or salad or any type of vegetable that you like, but you have to make sure vegetable and the fruits are different. Some people get confused. I got confused too, like avocado or whatever you're gonna talk about. Since I know the bowel movement is extremely important for my daily life, so mostly I have a salad for mostly each meal or any type of vegetable that I try to add in it. I thought muscle is all I needed it. Yes, a lot of people talk about workout is great. Yes, workout is great. I recommend if you could do that. But as a mother, my daughter is like just turned 2 years old. It's very difficult to make time. Believe me, a lot of people, busy women, they understand, especially mothers. Definitely, muscle helps to increase your metabolism to burn calories a day, but I lost 25 pounds without any type of workout. I tried intense workout for 30 days first and 50 days. Yes, definitely I liked it, how much strength I got, how much stronger I got. And yes, it's important to have a muscle to increase metabolism. If you have a time for it, definitely I recommend, especially good for your mood, mentally, physically, that's what you need. In my case, I lost 25 pounds so far, and then I didn't work out even one day. I started it working out these days. Probably you can see I used to work out intensely. End of the day, I realized one step at a time. I tried to do everything, juggling everything, my family, my work, being as a wife and mother, and plus workout, and then calorie control, caloric deficit, whatever you want, food control, portion control, and workout. That's really too much. I am getting used to this food and the diet lifestyle change that I've been on, and I lost more these days. I feel more of habit of how I eat, and I change how I eat. That's how I lost 25 pounds, and I still sustain just the way I am. Now I feel more space to think about workout. So I just started it, Pilates. I'm doing for 30 days challenge. So hopefully you can enjoy the video later on. You can do any type of diet, high protein diet, 1 meal a day, intermittent fasting, whatever you want to call, but end of the day, diet is caloric deficit. So any type of diet you want, but you have to make sure that you are eating certain amount of calories a day in order to lose and remove your body fat. That's very important. I talk about more on the other video. is counting calories bad? Unknowingly, you have a high intake of fat, especially if you go out to eat or take out often. I went out with my husband other day. It's supposed to be really nice salad, real food, lunch. But you know what? I realized food was great and I loved it, but made me realize it's very difficult to lose weight or sustain your weight when you go out to eat or take out often. Because takeout or eating out, those type of restaurant or any type of food that it contains unnecessary fat, because this is definitely time consuming for restaurant. Think about it, restaurant does a sous vide or slow cooking and steam. It takes time. Why don't they just stir fry them, just get it down for 2 or 3 minutes? I get that. And the salad, I asked them which one is less oil dressing. And they told me everything has oils. And then I checked it and was half of them were oil, like covered by oil. And the food is also. Yes, I love going out to eat. I'm not saying you should not go out to eat, you should not take out. Definitely you should, and I love it too. Who wants to cook all the time? If you want to go out to eat and take out often, or I'm not talking about often, more of like a 3 or 4 meals a day, almost every single day. And please check how many fat, like oil in there, and sugar are added. Make sure, because taste is good and because of fatty and sugary. And I don't blame you. And then if you want to make it healthier, maybe you can add salad at home, that dressing, less oil type of dressing with it. And Costco sells big batch of lean protein. Is affordable as well. You can add it, dump it in the salad, and lean protein, super easy if you don't want to cook. Don't ignore your emotional needs. If you want to eat chocolate, eat it. If you want to eat donuts, eat it. When I started it, it was so difficult for me to manage cravings. Don't try to replace the food that you want to eat, like crave for, and make it look like the food you are craving for. Such as, I have seen at the time, the person wants to eat donuts and she put apple and then peanut butter or caramel or whatever and then make it look like donuts. Yes, you can do that. It's healthy version, but most important part is your emotional need as well. It's not only about physical need, such as caloric deficit or whatever I talk about, but you need emotional support and emotional needs. That balance is extremely important. And then I started it, I ignored these emotional needs and ended up on weekend or when I go out to eat or take out, I had a binge eating. Because I crave so much carbs and sugar and fat, I shoved like donuts in my mouth because I was not fulfilling my emotional needs. I have a sweet tooth. Believe me, I really do. How do I do to fulfill my emotional needs? Yes, emotional needs is you try to fulfill emotional needs. I try to do once a day. So I have a handful size of snack a day. Try to do it every day because I need it. And I say so. Don't go extreme. If you are trying to do caloric deficit and then maybe you are able to have maybe 1,200 calories a day. If you think 1,200 calories a day and you try to do 1,000 calories a day because you are thinking like, oh, if I do that 1,000 calories a day, then I can lose quicker. Yes, it is, but also I mentioned about it, emotional needs. Physical needs also lack of a lot of nutrition because definitely less than 1,000 calories a day, you're not eating. Something you're eating, I don't know. And then on the other hand, emotional needs. So you really have to make sure that both of them are balanced in order to keep it up, this diet. Because diet is not only diet for maybe 30 days. This is lifestyle change unless you overeat yesterday. And most important part is you listen your body. Like on Monday, I overeat. And last week, the weekend I overeat and I had a wedding to go to last week as well. So all the parties going on non-stop. I overeat often. And Tuesday, I wasn't hungry because I was so exhausted of eating everything that it was too heavy on me. This is the point. I just listen my body. On Tuesday, I didn't eat as much as I usually eat because of I was so full. Just listen your body. If you feel full, then you don't have to force yourself to eat. So I talk about physical need and emotional needs. I talk about those balance on the other video, how I stop chocolate addiction craving. Please watch.